fine-looking shot over the Charles River into downtown Boston. It'll be the Yankees and the Red Sox next. It's more than a century old, but still one of the best around as you get a great look at Fenway Park here in Boston. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Yankees and their bitter rivals, the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here for this AL East matchup. I'm joined in the booth by longtime big leaguers Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. Before we get to them, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting New York Yankees, as Joe Girardi's starting nine assembles this way. On the mound to face these guys, one of the more consistent left-handers around, as you see the numbers there for the former All-Star Jon Lester. Standing in, the leadoff man, Jacoby Ellsbury. So we are ready for baseball.
Center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Slowly down the line to third. Could be a tough play. Throw on to first, and Ellsbury's a ground out victim to open up the ball game. So Lester off to a good start, and with that, let's take a look at the Red Sox defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Here's Derek Jeter now in his 20th and final Major League season. Made that official back in February, as he'll stand in here. First pitch on its way to Jeter. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. And strike two now as Jeter swings and misses on that one.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Too high. 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
The 1-2 with one away. Swinging a high bouncer to short. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number two. Carlos Beltran will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. Now the first pitch here from Lester. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Just overmatched him there.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And this is going to be important against a team like this. You can't let them get into too many hitters counts because they'll tear you apart.
Oh-2 now from Lester. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike three, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Yankees nothing, Red Sox coming to bat. You're dialed in to the show. Starting lineup for the Red Sox looks like this. They'll match up against the big fella, the hard-throwing left-hander C.C. Sabathia. And a look now at the defensive alignment for the Yankees behind him. Shane Victorino will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Right fielder, Shane Victorino.
And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit fairly well out toward left field. And the bottom of the first will start with a home run. Solo home run here for Shane Victorino. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
And a good swing right there gets them the first run of the ball game here in the bottom of the first. And we always talk about the importance of getting off to a fast start, so you can be sure they're pretty happy about this one.
Johnny Gomes will be the batter.
Batting second, left fielder, Johnny Gomes.
Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And on the first pitch he sees, it's a home run. A solo shot here off the bat of Johnny Gomes. And that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
And early on here, he's having real trouble locating his pitches. I mean, this is another pitch that's biting off way too much of the plate. They've roughed him up for 2 home runs already. We're not out of the first yet.
Dustin Pedroia will get his first cuts here. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Boy, this is just a nice play right here, ranging up the middle. You can see that he doesn't try to rush things here. He just gathers it, steadies himself just for a brief second to square himself up, and then makes a good throw on target to get his man.
So the base is empty here with one away, and here's the still dangerous left-handed bat of David Ortiz. And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike, 0-1. Ortiz, lifetime, a .287 hitter in his career, not bad. But in the Sox 3 World Series victories, when it mattered most, that batting average number jumps to .455.
Well, just look at last year. The Cards hit .224 as a team. The Red Sox minus Ortiz hit .168. And the big guy, Ortiz, he hit .688.
Sounds like an MVP to me.
And now a rocket into right field. Really squared that one up perfectly. It's a base hit. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Boy, that's now 3 extra base hits he's coughed up here in the first inning. And a lot of times that doesn't bode all that well for him sticking around late into a ball game. So he's going to need to turn things around right now, or he might be looking at a real short outing.
Mike Napoli steps in now. Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Ellsbury is there. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
This ball's just hit way too hard to think about tagging up and trying for third, so he's just going to have to be happy where he is right there at second.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Bogaerts, a native of Aruba, had all of 44 Major League at-bats before the postseason rolled around last year. But you'd have to say he was a big part of the Red Sox run to the title.
No question about that, and he's going to be a huge part of their future as well. Still just 21 years old, won't turn 22 until October. He's going to get the chance to play almost every day in 2014.
This is toward the hole, and it's going to get into right field, a 2-out hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Yeah, that wasn't really the sharp slider there. You can see the movement, more of a sweepy slider, much easier pitch to hit when it's hanging like that.
A.J. Pierzynski, we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home here in the inning so far. Now the first pitch from CC. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. And this is on the ground toward the hole. And he'll reach to knock this ball down. But he will have no play. It's an infield single, and the runner will score from third.
Yeah, tough break there defensively, 2 away. Gets the ground ball he needed to get out of the inning, but this ball just wound up in the perfect place and winds up as an infield single and an RBI.
Will Middlebrooks will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Put one in the bleachers.
Here's Middlebrooks with a drive. Well hit out to left field. And the route is on now. It's a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as they pile on. It's now 6-0.
Well, as an offense, you always wish that you could bottle whatever you've got going right now and take it into all your games. Whatever it is, sometimes guys just feed off one another. They start thinking, well, hey, if this guy can hit a home run and then he hits a home run, when I get up there, maybe I can hit a home run too. And now that's 3 home runs they've struck for in this 1 inning.
Swinging a ball lifted into straightaway center. Ellsbury is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But they manage to bat around as 9 men come to the plate, and 6 of them score. On to the 2nd inning now from Fenway Park. The Red Sox lead it 6-0. Mark Teixeira will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Now Lester's 0-1. Fastball swung on and hit on the ground at third. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Yep, another good job right there to get that first out. And you can pretty much bet he's probably thinking to himself, anytime my boys give me 6 runs of support, I think we're going to be okay. This is a pretty tough hole to climb out of now.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the all-star catcher, Brian McCann. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one.
And on the mound here, you got to make sure you pitch to the shift. You don't want to make it easier for a guy to go the other way on you.
Fouled back. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Oh, and he's going to beat him at their own game here as this is sharply hit to the left side and through for a base hit.
Well, that shift can be a gamble sometimes. They're playing straight up. This is probably an out, but since they're shifted well over the right field, this finds a seam.
Alfonso Soriano will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Runners on first with one down. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. Throw on to Napoli takes care of him. 2 away now.
Yeah, and the only silver lining to this offensively is that you get that guy up to second base, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. But I would doubt seriously that that was his intention.
Brett Gardner will stand in here for the first time, looking to pick up that runner from second with 2 away here. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a ground ball to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Yanks leave 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Shane Victorino will start things off in the home second, and they got to be licking their chops after that first inning output.
Yeah, and I think if you're a guy getting your second at bat of the game and it's only the second inning, you know things are going pretty well.
And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit fairly well out toward left field. And the home half of the second begins with a home run. Solo shot here to left, his second of the game, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Yeah, making 4 home runs as a team now after that last one, and this guy's led the way with 2 of those 4. I tell you, I wouldn't give this guy anything to hit next time around. He's as locked in as you can get.
Johnny Gomes will stand in again. He homered his first time around. And there's a fastball that's hammered the other way to deep right field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A solo shot down the line in right. His second home run of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Oh, he's absolutely wearing it out there at this point. I mean, here's back-to-back home runs on top of what he's given up already. Come on, enough's enough.
Here comes Yankee manager Joe Girardi on his way to the mound. And it looks like that'll be the end of the afternoon for CC Sabathia. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as he'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out. Adam Warren is going to come on now here in just the second inning, so he'll likely be asked to work a few innings here. Dustin Pedroia will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. And a sure sign that trouble is afoot as there is already some action in that bullpen now, and we're just in the second inning. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Base is empty here with nobody out. Now a ball hit back up the middle. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here now that their starter's already out of the ball game.
David Ortiz will stand in, coming off a season in which he was named the American League's Silver Slugger at DH. And this is going to be a foul ball. Goes the other way as this is lined to left, and that's going to get down out there.
Well, even when you keep him in the ballpark, he can be trouble. Here he's right on this pitch, and he smokes it into left field for a solid single.
Mike Napoli will stand in, a line-out victim his first time. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
Runner at first here, one man out. Ortiz, the runner at first. Here's the pitch. And he didn't miss that by much. It's popped way up on the infield, and I mean way up there. Nunez has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for round number 2.
Well, sometimes when you miss with your location, it actually works to your benefit. I mean, this pitch is further up than I think he wants it, but hey, it works out for him.
Xander Bogaerts will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. And this is low, ball one. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike one.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you've got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. He's ready now. The pitch swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Yeah, same pitch, same result, and he's late on it again.
A runner on first with 2 away.
Peanuts, get your peanuts here.
And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. They'll go the short way to Roberts, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We played 2 full. The Red Sox are out in front, 8-0. Eduardo Nunez is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
And this ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And this is going to be a foul ball. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's another 1-2. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. And 1 gone now in the New York third.
Well, that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. I mean, he's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
Brian Roberts will stand in now for the first time. And as the Yankee second baseman this year, he, of course, has the unenviable task of taking over for Robbie Cano.
Yeah, and I don't think he'll approach the kind of production that Cano can give you. Not by a long shot, but really, he doesn't have to. They got Beltran, they got McCann, they got Ellsbury to do that. He just needs to play a strong second base and contribute offensively where he gets his chances.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Another 0-2 coming. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Right over the top here with the 4-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Jacoby Ellsbury will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And a high strike there. It's 1-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Well, if he's going to overcommit to pitches like that down in the zone, I'd keep throwing him until he proves he can lay off.
And he struck him out. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. A.J. Pierzynski makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Catcher, A.J. Pierzynski.
On a hefty swing there, but he gets on top of it and sends a little chopper back to the mound. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Leadoff man retired, and here's the third baseman, Will Middlebrooks. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Swing, and he shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Oh, and I can already hear him when he gets back to the dugout. Man, I homered with that bat. Really? What do you got to go and break it for?
Jackie Bradley Jr. will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Sliced hard the other way. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Sometimes when you know that you're not going to have a play, this is what you have to do. Here, no shot to throw him out down there at third, so he's just going to play it smart, take a bite out of it.
Back to the top of the order now, and here's the versatile outfielder Shane Victorino. And there he goes towards second. Oh, he took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Teixeira is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Back with Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Derek Jeter gets set to lead off the inning here for the Yankees. Up and away to start the inning, it's 1-0. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Now Lester deals the 1-2. And he'll take strike 3 call. Make it 3 straight punch-outs now on the mound. 1 away.
Yeah, he essentially tripled up there. That means he threw the same pitch 1, 2, 3 times in a row. You don't see that very often, but it's going to work out for him as he gets the strikeout.
Carlos Beltran will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
And a little tapper up the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. And Beltran able to lay off that time, and the count moves back to 2-2.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. You know, that's more than the rest of these guys can say.
Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. And Napoli will hang with it, and that's out number 2.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Mark Teixeira will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? Therefore, it is Gomes. He's got it, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Still 8-0. Johnny Gomes will get things going for the Red Sox with Dustin Pedroia to follow.
Left fielder, Johnny Gomes.
And the inning will start with a chopper fouled at home plate. And that's cut on and missed by Gomes, and he's in danger now, down 0-2.
And that's almost a carbon copy of that last fastball, and he buried both of those pitches right on the inside corner.
Fastball got him looking, as that had two-seam action on it, one gone.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
Dustin Pedroia will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. In there, a base hit.
You talk about getting the bat head out front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
David Ortiz will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. Now a swing and a ball hit foul to first, as the first base coach had to do a little skip to my Lou there. And Ortiz just a fraction early there as his ball's lifted foul and out of play to the right. 8 runs, 11 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Now this ball's hit back up the middle, and he's got himself another base hit, his 3rd of the afternoon.
Oh, that's a great job right there of just taking this ball and banging it right back up the middle. You know, there were only 13 full-time guys last year that hit over 300 in the American League, and this guy was one of them. And he's on base right there with a solid single.
Mike Napoli will step forward now, lined out and popped out in his previous 2 trips. Jammed him there as this is rolled out to short. Roberts back to Teixeira, and it's not in time as they just get the 1.
Boy, and this would have been a really costly double play, but fortunately he's hustling all the way down the line, and he's able to beat that throw on the back end.
Xander Bogaerts will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. Now here's a swing and a little bouncer out to the left of the mound. And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up empty and the inning is over. Boston strands a couple as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Brian McCann will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Catcher, Brian McCann.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And this is fouled back and out of play. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone. A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. Alfonso Soriano will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
The 2-0 now from Lester. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Just the second hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
Brett Gardner is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
And here you've got good speed on base and at the plate, so on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
Let's turn the 5-4-3 here.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, he must have been looking for that same breaking ball because that pitch, it's right there.
Chop now to short. Can they get 2? Throw on to Napoli takes care of him. 2 away now. Eduardo Nunez will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the black.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
You've got options here, so you don't need to go after this guy if you don't want to.
Oh, and he dialed that one down and got him to swing through it. It's 1-2 now. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And this is swung on and hit on the ground to Pedroia at second. On to first, and it's dropped. And the inning will continue now as there are 2 on with 2 away. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error.
Ryan Roberts.
Brian Roberts will come forward now in an RBI opportunity he probably didn't think he'd have.
Yeah, it certainly didn't look like he'd have one, but now's where you really have to make teams pay. Nothing will demoralize a team in the field quite like having 2 out errors that lead to runs.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Fouled straight back. Now the 1-2. Fouled back. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More from Boston after this. A.J. Pierzynski will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
A.J. Pierzynski.
And this pitch is swung on and skied out to Ellsbury in center field. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Third baseman, number 16.
Will Middlebrooks will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Ellsbury is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Sometimes when you're facing the bottom third of an order, hey, just run it up there. Let him hit it. This is now back-to-back flyouts, and he hasn't had to work all that hard to get him.
Jackie Bradley Jr. will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. And a check swing here. They'll point down to the third base umpire, but no swing on that one. It's ball one. Bradley waits on the 1-0. And this will be grounded foul wide of Teixeira over at first. Up high, 2-1 now. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
Now a fastball driven the other way out to deep left field. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
That's what you got to do if you're going to be successful here at Fenway Park. This pitch is in the middle part of the plate, so it's not like he even has to reach out for this thing. But he drives the ball with authority, just like he's playing racquetball against that big green monster.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And here's the versatile outfielder, Shane Victorino. Now a ball rolls softly to second. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And a swing and a miss there by Ellsbury as he's down 0-2 now.
All afternoon long, this is what we've seen. Guys have just dug their own hole up there by going after pitches that aren't strikes.
Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high, 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Swing, and I believe this one is going to find the seats as well. It does, so quite a battle here as it remains 1-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. Under it now to put it away is Middlebrooks for the first out.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits, both of them are singles. He's hardly even been in trouble. Thorough domination so far.
Grounded foul. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to first, and Jeter's set down for the second out of the inning.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Carlos Beltran will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
And that man right there, he's got to figure out some kind of combination to score some runs for him. They have really been scuffling.
And here's a swing and a miss as the count goes to 0-2 on Beltran.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
And this one will be out of play off to the left. Ready with another 0-2. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
And this is going back to the pattern he's been using here lately. Set him up inside and then get him out with pitches away.
And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. And this is going to be a foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And Middlebrooks will make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
The 0-1 pitch is bounced on the ground to Jeter at shortstop. Throw to first by Jeter, and there's one gone. Dustin Pedroia will step in. A base hit in his last time. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0.
He's working into his 5th inning out of the bullpen, so he's likely well beyond what was expected of him.
Now the fastball is swung on and hit high in the air for the center fielder Ellsbury. And that's out number 2. David Ortiz will dig in. He singled his last time around. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. Now he pulls the string on the changeup there, and he pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Nunez got it, and the side is retired. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Victorino is there to make the play as Teixeira's gone on just one pitch.
Well, there's a look at his pitches by inning, and as you can see, he's hit 85 for the game now, so you have to think they're watching him pretty closely in that dugout.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Brian McCann comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Fouled straight back. Another 1-2 delivery. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. 1 out, nobody on. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point, so his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Alfonso Soriano stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
And Soriano gets those hands going a little too quickly there as this ball's pulled foul into the seats in left. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, still 8-0. Preston Claiborne will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Mike Napoli will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
And this will be fouled away. Now here's a hard-hit ball. Caught out there at second base. And that'll take care of the leadoff man here in the home 7th.
Well, this is just kind of a little soft humpback liner, and these look like the easiest plays in the world, but Eric will tell you, sometimes a ball can knuckle on you a little bit. It didn't happen to him right there, and that's an easy play.
Xander Bogaerts will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Swinging on the first pitch as this is bounced out to Roberts at second. Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down.
As a manager, you love your relievers to come in and give you plenty of strikeouts. But I'll tell you what, there isn't a manager alive that'll get upset when you come in and get 2 outs on 3 pitches.
A.J. Pierzynski will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
And now 0-2 here. This is where you need to expand the zone. If it's close, you got to let it fly.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. See the speedy Brett Gardner start things out when we... Brett Gardner will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you can get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Eduardo Nunez will stand in. He reached on an error last time through. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
And this is grounded foul down the line, so he'll tee it up again. And this is going to be a foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. Oh, he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Brian Roberts will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Now Lester's 0-1. And that misses 1-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. That's to first. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. Can't ask for much more than this. 8 shutout innings thus far. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Red Sox on top, 8-0. Will Middlebrooks will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. Lined hard to center field. Ellsbury is right there, 1 down.
First pitch swinging here to start the inning, and he didn't waste any time waiting for his pitch. He got it right there. Just hit it right at somebody.
Jackie Bradley Jr. is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is going to be a foul ball. Bradley waits on the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Come on, Mister.
And this pitch is swung on and skied out to Ellsbury in center field. 2 gone.
On next for the Red Sox, right fielder,
Shane Victorino will stand in. He homered back in the second inning of this one. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2.
Yeah, not a bad idea. He waited a pitch there before showing bunt. And sometimes that might back that third baseman up a step or 2 if he sees you're not bunting at the first pitch.
And beyond the range of Jeter, it's short, a base hit.
Good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Johnny Gomes stand in with 2 home runs already under his belt in this one. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And this ball will be chopped foul. The 0-2 once more. And this is pulled hard but foul. They brought their gloves for that one out there. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So it's a two-run dinger for Johnny Gomes. His third home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Hey, here it is. His third home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon to remember so far.
Dustin Pedroia will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Swing and a hard hit grounder down the line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And he will pull into second with a two-out double.
Not a bad pitch that time. You'll get another look at it here. He just goes down and hooks it right down the line. As a pitcher, not much you can do about that one.
David Ortiz will stand in. He popped out in his last time. Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. Teixeira just does this himself at first, and that'll do it. Another good inning here for the Red Sox. Hey, it's fun when you're world champs. More from Fenway in a moment. Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. And not the start they were hoping for, as the leadoff man is kept off base to start the ninth. A reminder to stick around here after the game comes to an end here at Fenway, as we'll have post-game highlights at the conclusion of the broadcast. One gone, and Derek Jeter will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Inside here with a cutter, as he's lucky that one didn't get him. You worry a little about things snowballing from here?
Well, you know, these are two teams that don't traditionally care for each other too much, so we've seen this go south before.
Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Can't ask for much more out of a starting pitcher. Working on a 2-hit shutout right now.
Carlos Beltran will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
And even though on the mound he's had his way with him, this is a dangerous customer. So don't get to thinking you're bulletproof out there.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded foul off to the right. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, just 2 hits were all they could muster off of him. He was in complete control from the start of this game, and he finished it off in style, too.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. So the Red Sox helped out quite a bit by the start turned in by this man, Jon Lester. Take a snapshot of that. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 10-0. So long from Fenway.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Boston Red Sox. 10 runs on 16 hits. 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the Yankees, no runs on only 2 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. The winning pitcher is John Lester. The loss goes to CC Sabathia. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah. Sound good to me. This sound hard. Some funky people gon' dance to. Give the record a second and a